Welcome to the Fame Reporter, Mark.
Thank you.
So what was it that sparked your interest in acting / musical theatre initially?
Initially, my parents used to take me to a lot of musicals and things, and the one that stuck with me the most was in 1999 going and seeing Fame the musical. There was a character called Shlomo, which was played by Luke Hunter, and it was a character that played piano and played flute.
Wait, the conductor Luke Hunter?
Yes, who's now my conductor in Kinky Boots. So after seeing that show, it kind of made me go, wow, I can kind of include all the things that I love, like playing instruments and then singing and dancing and doing all of it in one. So that kind of lit the spark for me.
How was your experience on The Voice, and how did that experience affect your current career progression?
I absolutely loved my time on The Voice. I both seasons that I did, I went into it not expecting anything, and then in season 2, getting Ricky Martin flying me out to America and getting to work with his agent was just the most incredible thing, and it's something that he didn't have to do, and it was completely off his own bat. And so then to go back in season 4 and be part of it again, it was overwhelming and such an incredible experience, and I definitely don't feel like I'd be where I am at the moment in my career without having gone through it and having the support from that team.
Yeah, because didn't you go to Juilliard School of Music?
I worked with one of the music directors from Juilliard. I went to Broadway Dance Centre. I did a whole bunch of workshops over there. It was just absolutely incredible.
Did you learn heaps there?
I learned so much. Yeah, it was really great. It was really good.
Cool. So what 5 performers, dead or alive, would you love to have a dinner party with, and why, do you think?
5? Oh, okay, starting off the top. Number 1, Natalie Wise, just because she was a great hoot. Number 2, her riffs, breaking me down on the riffs. Number 2 would be, I would absolutely love Kristin Chenoweth. I just think that she has an absolutely incredible outlook on life, and is an incredible storyteller, and you always need one of those at the party. Idina Menzel, because I think that would cause some friction, and we like the drama. Who got the Tony? Number 4, I would love Billy Porter. I just feel like his career is mind-blowing, and who he is as an artist outside of music theatre and the work that he's created is incredible. And 5, I think Lucky 5 is not a performer, but someone within the arts would be Kelly Dickerson, current conductor of Book of Mormon. She, I remember watching her. I was in front row of Wicked and watching her conduct, and I found it was one of the most mesmerising, not only the show, but watching her. And I was so intrigued, and I just would love to pick her brains and know her knowledge. And I think that would be an amazing dinner party, and we'd have a lot of chicken. Chicken it is.
So who would be your style icons, do you think?
Style icons. Look, I have always been a big fan of like Jack London. I love Roger David, Country Road. I'm so grateful for like social media, because something like Instagram, you can nowadays just type in #men's fashion, look at what's happening. It's a really good way to find kind of what's happening and trying to keep up with the trends, and especially doing like when you're doing a lot of gigs and opening nights and things, you want to be looking fashion forward. But I definitely would say that Jack London is my go-to. Absolutely.
Cool. So how did you recommend your cast in the Tony-winning musical Kinky Boots?
Great story. I was at the Adelaide premiere of, the Australian premiere of Ghost. And I was at dinner, and I'd been hearing that people had been getting cast, all these girls had been getting cast, and then I got a phone call from my agent, who also was she's a great friend of mine. And I was going, oh my god, this is it, this is the phone call. And then I was like, no, it's a Friday night, it's not going to be it. And she's like, hey, I'm just calling to see how you're going, catching up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Can relax. So I'm like, I'm just out for dinner, I'm just having a drink. And then she's like, oh cool, because you just booked Kinky Boots. And
just casually
screamed, me and my best friend screamed. And we're in a restaurant full of people. and it was terrifying. Like it would have, it looked like it must have sounded like I snapped my femur or something. Like, I don't know what had happened.
Yeah.
But I was under a table crying. She was on the phone talking to my agent because I dropped my phone and I couldn't talk. It was just
the best reaction.
It was the best reaction. I was so overwhelmed and so shocked and very grateful. Yeah.
So what about the show did you love, and how was it touring Australia with the show?
It's one of those shows, like, from start to finish, I love every bit of it for different reasons. I mean, it has the comedy, it has the big Broadway numbers that you'd want to see, but it also has heart and emotion.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would come to this show not knowing it, thinking it's just a drag show, basically.
Yeah.
And then you sit back and you realise, wow, this is really quite an emotional story, and everyone can kind of connect with it. And I think right now in Australia, this is a message that we need to be getting out loud and proud. And to be playing it to Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane has been a joy, and they've been incredible. It's been received so well.
Yeah. Cool. So how's it working with artists like Sylvie Palladino, Guy Sebastian, Idina Menzel?
Oh, it's incredible. I will never forget. I played violin for Sylvie Palladino at a Christmas carols in Henley Square many years ago, and I remember I'd always heard her sing Your Grace Still Amazes Me, and I'd watched her on carols do it, and then I just remember crying my eyes out when I was watching her live, and she is such a giving performer in everything that she does, and it was inspiring. And then getting pulled out of the audience to sing with Idina Menzel was just so cool. Like a highlight. And I've been very lucky and doing corporate stuff with like Sebastian, and it's one of those things where I do get to look back and pinch myself and be like, okay, that's my life. That's really, really exciting. And it is work at the end of the day, but it's something that I go, it doesn't feel like work now because I'm so happy and I'm so fulfilled, and it is it's a great way to learn about your craft from these other people that you're surrounding yourself with. Yeah,
these are your dreams coming true.
Absolutely, and they would have all been in the same place that I was, and then the same place that everyone would be at some point, and knowing that they've got to where they are, that it's so encouraging, and it's really nice to know that all of those people are humans, that they're down to earth, and they mean a lot. Yeah, absolutely.
So do you have any role in musical theatre or like straight theatre that you're dying to play?
A few. There's a few. I would absolutely. I've played it once before, but I want to do it again. I would love to play Bat Boy, Edgar in Bat Boy. It's one of my favourite roles. I would love to do Riff Raff, Rocky Horror.
Be good Riff Raff.
I would love to do that. It would be really fun. Eugene in Greece is like absolute dream.
Is that a goal?
That's a goal. I don't know why. I think it's just more because I can absolutely relate on a mental and social level to that one. But I think I'd also really like to do the MC in Cabaret. I think that's a really cool role.
Quirky kind of thing.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So what is the routine like behind turning into a Kinky Boots angel?
It's a lot of makeup. It's a lot of vanity looking at yourself in a mirror. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Like the angels, we kind of sit around getting ready before the show a couple of hours before, and we have music going. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's a really good way to start the show and prepare yourself into it. And we. At an hour call, we'd get together with the cast and do a physical and vocal warm-up so that we're getting ready, and then it's quite a big process. It's definitely the biggest kind of not just warm-up but preparation for a show I've had to do.
Like transformation.
Absolutely, because we try not to look like this on stage. But it's a great transformation, and there are definitely days where it is harder than others, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what was the rehearsal process like for Kinky Boots?
Incredible. We had the team from America came out, the creative team, and worked with us. So they not only they came down for the auditions as well, and they have such a way of working which is so detailed, and they know exactly what it is, because it's been the same show's been reproduced around the world now.
Yeah.
And so they know exactly what they want, they know how to achieve it, and the way that they go about that is so encouraging.
Yeah.
And so it was a 6-week process, which included tech and preview and 6 days a week learning the show. And it
was like a boot camp?
It was kind of, it was basically a boot camp. It was full on, but it was really great. And learning from someone like Rusty Maori was just, he had such beautiful attitude and presence, and knew exactly how to get what each angel needed out of them. And turning us from blokes in heels into sassy angels. And
Did they teach you how to walk in the hill?
Yeah, look, that was a struggle. I was one of the few that did break my heels during the rehearsal period, and had a nice pair of Bet's heels to rehearse in for a while. But you became very accustomed to it quite quickly. Yeah.
So what is a future dream of yours, and can you reveal any upcoming projects?
I really want to set up a workshop series and take that around to schools, encouraging youth to really get involved with the performing arts. And even if it's not as performers, but as spectators and as people that appreciate theatre and can keep this art form alive, I think it's really important. I want to keep writing. I really want to write a musical called Found about adoption, and turn it into an educational musical and take that on tour. And I guess the revealing news, I'm about to start recording my EP.
Awesome.
So check out iTunes, please. That'll be up very soon. Yeah.
Awesome. So who or what inspires you?
Every day, my family absolutely inspire me. My older brother Ben is the reason that music is in our family, and my parents started him with music, and he brought singing.
What music did he do?
He was a pianist, and guitar and everything, and he sang in high school, and thank God he doesn't sing now. But he's an incredible music director now, and he taught me to have confidence and taught me how to find my voice. And I think that was really, I didn't have that. Like, I was quite a shy kid.
Was it like a pinnacle moment?
I think we used to every year sing at an Easter event. He'd play piano and I'd sing Worthy is the Lamb every year. And I remember him saying to me when I think I was about 11 or 12, he said, Mark, you just need to have confidence now. You've got everything else, you just need to have confidence.
That boost.
And he always has supported me, and my family, they've always supported me. They've been really great, and I've always been surrounded with really good friends who constantly inspire me. And so that's really good to have. Yeah.
So last question, do you have any advice for younger performers who have a dream to be part of this arts world?
Yeah. Definitely. Never live life with the blinkers on. Always look outside of the box and know that what other people might think of you as a performer is not all that you can do. Always push the boundaries. Always keep finding new ways to invent your craft and your art, because the arts world is so big, but I think we can be very easily led to believe that it's one thing.
Yeah.
So learning to create your own work is such an incredible and quite a great learning opportunity, and knowing that every day is about learning. The day that I feel like I'm not learning is the day that I can't do this anymore, because I'm not doing it for the right reason. So I always, in a bad performance, find something good out of it. Always in a good performance, find something that you can learn from it. Never stop learning, and appreciate where you've come from. I think it's the biggest thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great advice. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.